Alrighty, let's talk about something completely different. I got a mini mill. It's kind of apart right now. I bought this used. I actually found it at a thrift shop for about 240 bucks. And it was really dirty, covered in grime and grease. It is going to live between the 3D printer and my CNC router that I have not used in forever. I have completely disassembled it. I'm in the process of putting it back together. I will be mounting it on a cookie tray to collect coolant and whatever else falls off of it. And while I've got it apart, I went online to, I think it's called My Machine Shop. Yeah, mymachineshop.com, I think. If that's wrong, I'll correct myself in the description. And on that website, I didn't get them yet, but I ordered the replacement gears. Man, my lighting here is terrible. But my gears are plastic, as you can see here. My gears are plastic, and I bought the replacement metal gears, and I bought the replacement air gas strut that's going to go in here. Now, I watched a video somebody else did about installing the air gas strut, and he told me I needed a hole here for the new stop. So I went ahead and drilled and tapped that, and a hole in the back side for the bolt that holds the bottom end of the air strut. So I went ahead and drilled that. I did that while this was off because I could do that on a drill press, which makes it a whole lot easier. And then I mounted that there. And that will allow us to get rid of the coil spring support that was over here. So that's now gone, won't be used. And the top end of the air strut goes to a bracket that bolts here. So I drilled two holes. They're 60 millimeters apart and 18 or 20 millimeters from that edge, and drilled and tapped to an M6, and that'll hold the bracket for the top of the air strut. I don't have the air strut yet, but by drilling and tapping holes now on the drill press, it's a lot easier than doing it when this thing is all assembled. So hopefully in a couple of days, I'll get my replacement gears, I'll get the air strut, then I can put this all back together. And taking it apart isn't too bad. The main thing you got to watch out for is this nut on the end of the spindle is a left-hand thread. This is held in with a set screw right there. It's held in with a set screw, and then it is left-hand thread. So you got to keep in mind that's left-hand thread. Other than that, it's pretty easy taking apart. I'm going to have to take this to my work because we have a hydraulic press. I'm going to have to press that shaft out and then put the new gears in and then press the shaft back in. So I have to do that at my work, and then I'll bring that back home and get this thing reassembled, and then I'll have a mini mill and I can do more cool stuff. So I didn't really want this to be a whole YouTube video project. I just wanted to let you guys know that I now have one. I'm working on it, and hopefully it'll be making an appearance coming up in some future videos. So yeah, I'll get back to you when it's all put back together again, which will be a couple of days, I'm sure. Okay, so there's the mill put all back together. I got a brand new 3-inch vise, and 3 inches doesn't sound like a lot, but when I put it on there, man, it's bigger than I thought. It's not it's not bolted down tight yet. I still have to dial it in. I still need to bolt it to the table, but I need to make sure it's properly centered between the 3D printer and the CNC router there. And I will make some plexiglass shield so I don't get chips flying into the 3D printer. So I still need to mount it down, still need to bolt it down. But I've got the new metal gears in the head. I've got the new pneumatic ram for the head counterbalance from Little Machine Shop. Got rid of the other counterbalance, that's gone. And that actually works really well. Plus it gives me an extra maybe about an inch up and maybe an inch or so down. So you get more travel, you get more height out of the Z when you install that counterbalance here. And I also ordered an RPM indicator, just a little digital RPM indicator. They're cheap, they're like 15 bucks on eBay. So that should be coming in a few days, but I mean, I can use it right now as is. I got an ER32 collet, and I got a bunch of end mills and cutters here and some other tools that I have to figure out how to organize. But this is pretty much ready to go. Um, again, I didn't want to do a whole rebuild video series on this. It was basically just taking it apart, cleaning it up, and putting it back together. But just to let you guys know I have it, and hopefully it'll be making an appearance in some future upcoming videos. And yeah, that's about it. So just a nice short video here introducing the new member to the shop here. So anyways, as always, thanks for watching.